Welcome to business sectors and business environments. Let's start with business sectors. We have the primary sector, the secondary sector, and the tertiary sector. In the primary sector, the raw materials are extracted from nature. This would include fishing, mining, farming, forestry. So once those raw materials have been extracted, they go to the secondary sector where they are converted to useful goods and services. So the secondary sector includes activities such as manufacturing. Alright, so once the goods have been converted or the raw materials have been converted into useful goods, then they will go to the tertiary sector where they are sold to the customer or clients. So the tertiary sector mainly has to do with selling. We have a nice example at the bottom to explain the difference between the three sectors. Wood is chopped from the forest. So when the wood is chopped in the forest, that's forestry, that is in the primary sector. Then the wood will go to the factory. The factory where it will be processed or converted into furniture. So the factory would be in the secondary sector. So once the factory has completed the furniture, it then sells it to a furniture store. So the furniture store that's going to sell it to the customer. Remember, we said the tertiary sector has to do with selling. So the furniture store is in the tertiary sector because it will sell the furniture to the customer. Let's look now at the business environments. We have three business environments. Number one is the micro with an I. So the micro business environment, here we are looking at factors inside our own business. Things that happen inside our own business. And because these factors happen inside the business, we can control them completely. So in the micro environment, we have complete control. The market environment, now we're looking at factors in the market, factors such as sellers, competitors, and customers. These factors we have some control over, but not complete control. So we have some control over our customers, our suppliers, but we don't have complete control. So some control in the market environment. And in the macro, with an A, macro business environment, here we look at pestle factors. Remember pestle, the P is for political, E for economical, S for social, T for technological, L for legal, and E for environmental. So these factors we cannot control, right? So in the macro environment, our business has no control. So let's look at an example that will make these business environments much clearer. All right, we've got a scenario here that's given. Clothes Incorporated sells clothes. All right, here's a problem. Number one, recently suppliers have not been delivering the stock on time. That's the first problem. Number two, some employees have not been coming to work regularly. All right, that's a second problem. Third problem, load shedding during office hours has also affected production negatively. So let's look at these problems, these three problems. Identify the business environment that is affected, and then talk about control. So the first problem, suppliers have not been delivering stock on time. Remember, suppliers are in the market, so this would be the market environment. And we have some control over our suppliers, not complete control, but we have some control. So we can maybe complain or we can change suppliers. So we do have some control in the market environment. Let's look at the second problem. Some employees have not been coming to work regularly. Now, this is a problem faced by our business, only our business. These are factors inside our business. So this would be a micro-environmental factor. Micro-environment. And because the microenvironment is inside our own business, we have complete control. So we can maybe give these employees warning, tell them to start coming to work on time. Or if they've been giving warnings, maybe they can be fired. So in the microenvironment, we have complete control as a business. Finally, the third problem, the load shedding during office hours. So obviously, load shedding is an economic issue. It could also be political if you think of ESCOM. So these would happen in the macro environment. And in the macro environment, we have no control. All right, so I hope this example helped. Thank you, grade 12s.